Welcome to ACC Career Mode by ACM Racing. ACC Career Mode is back and better than ever, with a 3-month-long series containing over 50 races with mixed formats and challenges. Team up with friends to manage your finances, car performance and sponsor contracts, or go solo and manage your favourite car across the whole season, utilising the daily, weekly and monthly challenges to add some spice to your online racing. The best thing? You decide your career, with 7 different paths to choose from. Minimum effort is no effort. ACC Career Mode Quarter 1 contains 5 races a week, all stewarded and commentated live with a range of formats from 4 to 12-hour endurance races to 25-minute sprints. The full race calendar is available at acm-racing.com, with individual race sign-up taking place on SimGrid. Only available on Assetto Corsa Competizione PC European-based league.
Good evening, folks. Welcome back in. It's ACM 12 hours of Imola for the Air Ambulance Service. It's a charity fundraiser. It's pay to win. It's John Wright back again on the microphone on behalf of Track Sports TV. I'll be bringing you coverage from the closing stages of the race, and of course, more importantly, an update on the grand total. £432 have been raised so far, an absolutely incredible amount. So thank you very much to everyone that has donated. Bear with me a moment, I will just get my links refreshed. I seem to have some old data on my screen. You think with all the button pushes that would have been fixed. There we go. And there we go. Apologies, there we go. So we're up and running again. We've had some more donations coming in. I'll give you a rundown of those at the moment, but I don't think it's too much of a surprise. The penalties haven't been throwing the drivers particularly under the bus, especially up at the front, because it is Team Morris Jones that is still leading the way, as we can see, and it's a big gap they've got over Kartovic in second, Butol's in third at the moment, with although this is all very much subject to change, given that we've just jumped in the 65-minute stint timer. So for instance, car 28, they've just taken a pit stop, so they could well make back some positions very quickly when the rest of the cars around them come in to take their pit. So a lot of this is subject to change, although you can see there's some big gaps between the cars at the moment. Again, those might change because their telemetry is only just back in, but Team VIN certainly at the moment running in 4th place. Lucy Martinez is out for the 455. They're currently running in 5th place. Thomas Olliman out in 6th position in the 22. The 151, Alessandro Majorca, out behind the wheel. And then it is Pedro Rodriguez back out behind the wheel of the BMW in 8th place. In 9th it's Brandon Ash. Very dark now out there for the drivers. The track temperature down to 17 degrees, so over halved on where it was when we left them. Sylvain Theroux back out behind the wheel of the 187 McLaren. He's in 11th. It's Joey Groffin out for the 278 Nissan in 12th place, a few laps down. Adam Boric is out in 13th in the Cheetos machine. Perizzolo running in 14th place at the minute. Ubistia is running out. That's a tough one. If anyone knows how to pronounce that properly, please do let me know in the chat. Maria Sofia in the pits in 16th place. We've got Solar in 17th, and Herrera running in 18th. Looks like we've lost 4 cars since the start of the race. 22 brave souls made it to the start line, and we are down to 18. But certainly, as far as the donations go, let's just put this on this and this. Big thank you for the continued donations. Oh, now that's gone wrong already. There we go. So yes, Seppi with a £10 donation. Minus 10 kilograms for car 333. And they're no longer in the race, unfortunately. That donation came in about 4 minutes ago. It looks like car 333. And so Seppi, if you're in the chat, actually, car 333, unfortunately, no longer in the race. So you might be able to divert that onto another car. There's an Andre Seppi as well with another £10 donation. That was for car 22. So that's Olliman in 6th place. They've got minus 10 kilograms. ACM Racing, a stop go 10 second to car 343. That is Morris Jones, and give them 10 kilograms back to. We are taking this to the end. Seppi gave car 22 a drive-through. Wow, Olliman's been getting absolutely hammered. Tom Morris Jones has paid $7.50 to get 10 kilograms removed from his own car. Definitely not car 330. Please remove our 20 kilograms ballast and add 20k more. Okay. Made it fair once, only fair to make it fair are 20 kilograms to car 777. That came in from ACM as well. So yeah, all the wars are going on. Love to see it. 863 has done some great racing so far. Minus 20 kilogram is too powerful. Please add 40. Wow. That was for car 863. That's Mogul, car VIN that we're on board with just now in the Lexus. So they got themselves a fair bit of extra weight added. Concerned Racer's been in quite a few anonymous ones. Shona, sorry. Shona with the 15 sterling to take 20 kilograms off car 455, and then £3 is for 5 seconds on car 187. So thank you very much, Shona. Car 455, ACM Racing throwing in penalties like they're nobody's business. Looks like Ryan Cheshire and his teammate have been banding about penalties as well. So thank you for the continued support. There is the Tiltify link in the chat. My ever beautiful assistant Harry straight on that one there. Yep, that is pinned. And yeah, we can see the total at the bottom there, £432. We're only £70 away from reaching that £500 total. And remember as well, we've got a crazy hour coming in the last hour. All the rules around the penalties are removed and they will be added instantly. So yeah, let's see if we can't slow down these drivers over the front. I've got so many screens open now with all this. It's hard to keep up. There's so Butol is just coming into pits, and that is a quick splash and dash. Butol's last pit. Mogul's been in since we've been back live. Cowenberg and Thuray have both been in as well. So has Faines, Swar and Herrera. Yeah, very quick they were as well. In fact, Mogul, they've not long been in for a drive-through. So that was a drive-through that they were serving. Certainly that gap up at the top for Tom Morris Jones and the team, massively unacceptable. We completely disagree with this type of dominance being shown in the race. So all penalties need to now be added to car 343 for anyone that's deciding what to do with their hard-earned cash and how to help the air ambulance continue to save lives in a way that only they can. We heard from Andy earlier, absolutely incredible the work that they do. Let me just see, make sure you guys are getting game sound okay. I know it was a bit sketchy earlier. That seems to be coming through okay. Yeah? Excellent. Well, let's go with that. Let's go with that. As far as any battles on track, it is all going to be done in the pit stops now. We do have Majorca, who is within 15 seconds of Olliman. Olliman's been handed some severe amount of penalties. And in fact, you know what we're going to do? I think we're going to put the floodlights on. If you bear with me a moment, I'm just going to employ a... Now, hopefully I don't make this... Yeah, I'm just... Okay, yeah, we can do that. Aha! Excellent, there we go. So what I've done is I've spoken to the Mayor of Imola and we've put the floodlights on. So we can better see the cars out on track. Look at that. Yeah, still no livery for them. That wasn't there earlier, so that's fine. Cartivic. Now, it does seem like their livery has disappeared. A couple other ones. Love technology, but give us a hello in the chat if you are tuning back in, if you were racing earlier, if you were watching earlier. Shout out to Frey as well, took over a big chunk of the commentary. His grandmother, in fact, worked for the air ambulance, so... yeah, much like myself, a solid connection to the charity. Oh no, sorry, if we do that, yes, sorry, we need to leave it there so we can see them coming up. Perfect. Yeah, and of course, check out your local air ambulance, the one that we're raising for money for today. Nationwide Children's Service. And on top of that, they have a 4 or 5 regions under their belt, if you like, under their... it's their area. The word will come to me. I'm scrabbling to find the one that I'm looking for. But certainly, that is for those areas, Rutland and the like. There's local air ambulance services. They've got fundraisers on all the time. Andy was saying they've got a local quiz coming up in his local area. So get over to the airambulance.org website and see if there is anything going on in your local area. And you can help support the incredible work that they do. Of course, they deliver life-saving care through 2 vital services. The National Children's Air Ambulance operates across England, Scotland and Wales, providing specialist transfers for critically ill babies and children. Your local air ambulance brings rapid emergency care to communities across Warwickshire, Northamptonshire, Derbyshire, Leicestershire and Rutland. Their mission is simple: to help children grow up, to help adults live longer and families stay together. Because loss through sudden trauma should be rare. Totally agree. From the ground to the air, day and night, every service under their banner works tirelessly to deliver critical care wherever and whenever it is needed. Together, we can save more lives, and every penny that you've got will go towards that phenomenal service. Again, as Andy said, you're talking basic running costs, you're talking about £40,000 per day to run their particular service. Apologies. Yeah, so make sure you go over there. Again, the link's in the chat. Throw some penalties onto the drivers and help support an incredible cause. And let's face it, let's slow down the team up at the front here. Morris Jones and the gang with a 1-lap lead. We need to get bringing that closer together, folks. Oh, bless me, that one snuck out with no place. So yeah, if you can, jump in and we'll see how much we can affect the end of the race. We've still got to see exactly where everybody is with regards to their pit stop. 65-minute stint timer, so it's going to be at least twice that the race leader is going to have to come into the pit, so plenty time. Yeah, they're going to have to come in now, and then they'll have to come in again because there is over more than 2 65-minute stints left on the clock at the minute. So yeah, they've got plenty of time to come into pits and serve those time penalties. Plenty of weight can be added to the cars as well. And if you want to help out, you can even remove some ballast from, say, car 777 and car 155. That seems like a good plan. That'll balance everything. Slow down the leaders and speed up the drivers behind. There's Butel that we're on board with. As I say, he was recently in the pits, just came through for a quick splash and dash, so I'm not sure if he potentially got some damage repaired or what is going on, but certainly was only in 17 seconds. So very quick turnaround, very quick turnaround. Morris Jones, we'll see what he's got left on his stints pretty soon, I would imagine. That's us being in here now for a few minutes, and an hour 35 left to go, so that's 65-minute stint time, and of course that's an hour and 10 minutes for 2 stints. So definitely 2 more stops. I say the second stop from now, the last stop, they'll be planning on that just being a drive-through. At most it'll be a splash and dash for a little bit of fuel to keep them going. We'll see how they get on. Do still have 18 cars out on track, which is good. Kartovic still running some good laps as well. 142.6, in fact, sorry, 143.1 on that previous lap there. It was actually quicker than the car in the lead, so they are matching them for pace. Get in and get donating. Anything is absolutely still possible. As I say, on-track overtakes do like, oh well. No, that one I mentioned earlier, Mallorca. Yeah, Olliman absolutely feeling the pain of that extra ballast. And is now running much slower, 145.9. Nothing on the incident sheet, interestingly, but Mallorca, well, yeah, Mallorca, even more interestingly, has closed that gap by 5 seconds since we last checked, so that could definitely be one to keep an eye on. In fact, the gap now, yeah, sitting just on the 10-second mark, just hovering under it, so they are closing in. Both of them still got pit stops to take. Or 2 pit stops left to take, sorry. Before the end of the race. Again, more time for penalties to get added, so make sure you fill your boots on that one. But Mallorca certainly filling his boots at the minute, and Olliman's ballast penalty not doing his lap times too many favours, and in fact on that lap there was 8/10 slower than Mallorca. As we can see there, that gap now down to 9.1. So Mallorca absolutely got the bit between his teeth, and Alessandro charging through Tosa, looking very quick. So too Tom Morris Jones, actually putting in some good sector times still. The track you would expect to be much quicker with these conditions. 17 degrees, much better on the tyres than 36, that is for absolutely sure. So we could see some of the quicker lap times of the race. The drivers are getting quicker and quicker since I've been in the session as well. Certainly Sylvain Theroux just clocked a 43.3 and is about to get straight back into the 42s. I did think they would be quicker at this stage, actually, with the temperature the way it's sitting. Although the wind has picked up, it's now at 5 kilometres. That is going to wreak havoc in a couple of corners. And that is certainly getting into interesting territory. What could be impacted? I don't think it would be impacting that much though, but yeah, what do I know? What do I know? It's why I commentate, and it's why the drivers drive. So Tom Morris Jones out behind the wheel, of course his teammate Ryan Cheshire still going strong with an obese Lexus. Dexy? Dexy? I'm going to guess Dexy. Which car? Which particular Lexus? What? Is there a Lexus still in there? Oh yeah, there is, of course, in fourth. MQ's car A863, there we go. Together with Mogul. Yeah, been a good race so far. You guys started a bit down the order. So it's been a good run up through the field. But yeah, that recent bout of penalties hasn't really gone your way with the extra ballast. Who gifted you that one? A63. Actually, it was from ACM, wasn't it? I'm sure it was Harry. Yes, it was. A63 has done some great driving. With minus 20 is too powerful. Add 40. Good stuff. Yeah, so the admins getting involved as well. Absolutely no limitation on who can put penalties in. So are you running again? First 5 stints went flawless, but then we got plus 20, which effectively make this car plus 50. Wow. But hey, we're having fun. Yes, indeed. Love to hear it. That is what it's all about, having fun in these events and raising money for charity. Let's face it, we'll look down on the winners if they just run away with these things. And the leaders here are, so make sure we chip in and get some more penalties on the go. Got an hour and a half left of the race. We've got 30 minutes left until the second crazy hour of the day. So we'll see how many penalties we get thrown in then. That'll be interesting. We'll chuck it on auto and we'll have a wee bounce about the field and get a look at the rest of the cars that are still in there. A lot of blue flags going on as well. That is not an overtake for position. The other one that I was watching, Mallorca, wow, he's now within 6 seconds. He is now within 6 seconds. So yeah, you guys are feeling the pressure a bit there with that extra weight. No, it's Mallorca that I was looking for. There he is there. Yeah, that gap now down to 6 seconds. That is closing rapidly. Oh, Ollieman's coming into the pits. So there's Ollieman come in to the pits. No time penalties for Ollieman, and this will be their penultimate. So they're going to have to stop again with roughly about 20 minutes left to go in the race, based on when they're pitting now. So we've got a good idea of where they're running when they come out. Rodriguez is just coming down towards Ravazza. Yes, indeed. So that will close that gap there. They'll leapfrog back ahead. Mallorca is running now 3 laps down. Oh, and in fact, Martinez right, apologies. That's Ollieman coming out of the pits. Have I got myself somehow confused? I thought Mallorca was chasing down Mogul. My apologies. It looks like I've got that one wrong because Martinez is in there. How on earth have I managed that? Yeah, I very much don't understand what's going on there. Because Martinez has not been in the pits. But yeah, Mallorca, 6th position. We got 45 seconds left. Curious how close that will be. If we even keep it. Yeah, I've somehow managed to get myself confused there. I could have swore. Yeah, I've definitely said they were 6 seconds behind, and now the gap is much bigger. Ooh, Brandon Ash has just had a bit of a moment through Ravazza there, I think. Just went the wrong side of the curb. Got a bit of a slap on the wrist from the in-game steers. He's now pulling into the pits again. So this will be another car that's going to have to come in with about 15 minutes, or at least 15 minutes left on the race clock, so they'll be going for a splash and dash on their final pit stop as well. So that's Ash coming into the pits. That'll be their planned penultimate stop. We'll see. That is, of course, paid penalties pending. Cardiff still running quickly as well. Still running quicker than the car in first place. So they are eating away at that gap ever so slightly. It's still a sizable gap. Where's Cardiff just coming into turn 16? And yeah, the lead car already into the second chicane. So they do have a sizable gap, but it's definitely one that's been Oh, apologies for... Oh, and he's reversed back onto the track. Apologies for that audio glitch, that loud explosion sound. That comes out of absolutely no place. It's a glitch in the game when you're spectating. There's no reason or rhyme for it happening, so apologies if you did have headphones on. So there's some blue flagging past the Ferrari. Oh, he's just drifted wide. Oh, and sent him off. He's gone face first into the wall. Although this is not a rejoin you like to see. Don't do that when you're, if you get sent off track, please be careful. Ideally, you would have wanted to turn and go forward there rather than reverse back into the track, but he is back out and running. It does look like we've got another donation come in. Let me just have a look and see. Too many screens, not enough brains. It's ACM again. Here we go. Another 2250. Let's see what 777, 155 and 863 can do in the final 90 minutes with a bit less ballast. Oh, so 777, 155 and 863. So that's Kartavik, Butol and Mogul have all just had 10 kilograms of weight removed from their car. Haha, the plot thickens. So now they will definitely be quicker than Morris Jones up ahead of them. The perfect time to put weight onto their car, to be fair. Let's see, Martinez comes flying over the hill. Joey Groffin just picking up a warning from the stewards here. Looks like his back tyres are feeling a bit worse for wear. Sorry, lots going on. Right, we've got... Yeah, so that's the latest penalties coming. That's taking the total up to £454. Let us know in the chat how we're feeling about that. Certainly Dexel, who is in car 863, he'll be grateful for that. And Tom Morris-Jones comes into the pits 11 minutes short. So, with 11 minutes rest of the race, their final stint timer is going to run out. Or somewhere close to that, so they're going to be on a splash and dash as well. And there's Kartavik is taking the lead, so we'll see how much of a lead he gets with his pit stop. And in fact, if he can stay out for another 11 minutes, this makes this a very, very, very interesting finale indeed. Very interesting finale. Because after this, Morris Jones still has... Sorry, yeah, so the 3 pit stops left. He still has to come in twice more. Everything that I've said so far about 2, make that 3. He's going to have, yeah, they still have to come in another twice. 65 minutes from now, and then 65 minutes from that. Oh yeah, 65 minutes from now. I'm getting myself all confused and excited. Somebody please help me with mathematics. Yeah, they're coming back into the box. Got one more stop, sorry, I'm absolutely all over the place. They've got one more stop. Kartavik is out in the lead though, that's 42 seconds ahead after that turnaround in the pits. Martinez, we'll see when they come in, but we'll obviously be... Oh, Fane just with a yellow flag there. Let's see what's going on here. This is down into Ravazza. Oh, he's just missed his brakes and missed his line there and ended up nipping off onto the gravel. And yeah, having to let a few cars through. They were blue flags. But back up and running. We didn't manage to get a replay fixed. I thought we had it. It's clearly not working. So yeah, the track temperature catching out the drivers as well, it seems. Kartavik is the one that we're keeping an eye on as far as pit times go. We'll see where is he through turn 7. Morris Jones still 42 seconds down there. Butol still about a minute down, but he has been into the pits. He's got another couple of stops. Mogul's not long been in for a drive-through. Martinez 4 seconds behind. I'm still very confused as to what went on with Mallorca. Where is he? Turn 13, turn 5. Yeah, so that's 6 seconds. I'm not sure where that went. Hello, this has been an eventful race. Bloodwolf, remind me, sorry, which car are you in? Yeah, remind me what car you're in again, please. Now, I'm really sorry. I don't actually get the team names. For some reason, I'm not getting the team names. What's car number are you, sorry? Oh, are you... No. Are you in the Mercedes? 243, 243, 243. Yes, it is the Mercedes. I was right enough. That was my first thing. Yes, welcome into the chat. I know you were in earlier. Thank you for tuning back in. I mean, it's certainly... I love the sound of that. We shouldn't really use chase cam for sim racing, I know, but... Is this not just the best sounding car in the world? Oh! And it's jumped away. Yeah, it certainly has been a very eventful race. Lots of money raised as well, which is good, which is good. Just going to quickly fix something. So there's 43, and yeah, of course, 3 cars. Is that 4 cars? I've been awake for 32 hours. I had a night shift, came home, practiced, qualied, did a few stints, and now we are here. Wow. That is full-on dedication to the cause. Full-on dedication to the cause. Well, let's see if we can't get you some minus ballast for the car from anyone out there that wants to help them out. We can remove some weight from the car, make the rest of the race a bit easier for them. Unlike car 777, 155 and 863. So 3 of the top 4 cars, they've all had ballast removed, 10 kilograms. So they now have carte blanche to cook, as they say, and the Cartivic's certainly doing so at the moment, although his last lap there, not the most convincing in fact. Maybe had a bit of an off track, but that was quite slow. 43.5, Morris Jones down in the 41.4s. And in fact, that's the fastest lap he's set. That's Ryan Chester, that's the fastest lap that's been set since we've gotten back on air. Let's see what Carvick does on this lap. 5 minutes away from the magic number. And he's managing to stay for another lap. Wow, this is all going to play out through the pit stops. This is phenomenal. Morris Jones got the gap down now to 37 seconds. So he's absolutely eating his way into that gap right now. Which is exactly what he needs to do. And putting the pressure on the car, which is now our on-track leader. We'll see. I'd imagine, well, yeah, they will still be leader, barring some kind of massive incident. They should still be leader when they come in to take their next pit stop. It's really all about the gap that they've got in front of them when they come back out. And the team Morris Jones, in fact, I wonder if they go to the summer fairs and do the Morris dancing that Andy was talking about earlier for those fundraisers. He was talking about the fact that they go to a lot of these summer fairs. And I know that type of thing is popular down there, so yeah, I do wonder if they are the aforementioned Morris dancers. There we go, getting some more orders in from the child. It's good to know who's boss, it's good to know who's boss. Oh, Touré, that is a lot of damage for the 187. What's going on there? So, coming into Ravats, is the car damaged already? Yeah. Okay, there was another... Oh, yeah, that's just made it worse. Wow. I looked at the incident sheet there and missed that. Let's get another replay up. Oh, of course, yeah, this is... Sorry, yeah, the 187, I should have known. Yeah, this is the damage from earlier. And yeah, they've ended up taking more damage before they made it into the pit, so that's going to be a long pit stop to get things repaired. There is a drive-through just come in for Brandon Ash. I think that is a penalty. Let me just check. That is Brandon Ash coming in to the pits. Oh, no, that's an in-game penalty. No drive-thrus have been handed out by the stewards, and there's no drive-thrus that have come in. Why is that open separately now? Sorry, I've got so many windows. They're all opening separately for some reason. Google Chrome, such an intuitive. But okay, yeah, so that is track limits. That sees Brandon Ash coming into the pits, and a lot of penalties coming in as well from the stewards. 15 seconds and 15 seconds there being handed out. I think that's for the incident that we saw very recently. As Cartivik comes into pits, 1.5 minutes short now. That does make it interesting. That does make it interesting. Morris Jones 34 seconds behind, so of course will take the lead. But by how much and how far behind? And Kartavik, yeah, have they managed to nail this pit strategy? And we shall find out. So yeah, confirmation, the total £454.50. Less than £50 away from the total. Let's see, last penalty came in, 22.50. Oh, and live stewarding is still coming in as well. Right down to the end, there we go, we've got the viewers chat up as well. There is Nikolai Polyakov back behind the wheel. And they got 39 seconds. So it has gone slightly. Ever so slightly in the favour of car 777. The reduced weight will certainly be helping with that one. Let's see how they got on. There's car 863, so they've come in with less than an hour and 10. So yeah, they're going to go for a quick splash and dash at the end as well. They're only 4 minutes short. Oh yeah, that does make it again. Very interesting. The tyre wear is going to be all important in these final stages, that's for sure. Oh, this has just come through as well. Right. Yeah, so the running order after the penultimate round of pit stops, it is Team Morris Jones that's back out in the lead. They've got a lighter, we will see if quicker, Polyakov in second place. Butol, he came into the pits just before we brought the live pictures back for the end, for the final stint of the race, so we'll see when their next pit stop is. Lucy Martinez hasn't been in since we've been on. I would guesstimate that their stint is coming crashing to an end very soon. Oh, and that is Adam Borux finding his way onto the runoff area through the final chicane there. Another couple of cars having to take avoiding action as well. It does look like, yeah, he's a fair bit back, so all on his own there. Replay of what happened. Oh, just gets massively unset. Oh, the car ahead, the BMW, also falling the same fate. Oh, and that's a big turn I've had to make there. Oh, for some reason it's shown Sternberg coming into the pits, and there is the race leader, in fact, coming past the forlorn Cheeto liveried Ferrari. So yeah, a bit of a code brown moment there for them. They did survive though and kept going. Polyakov 39 seconds down. He is just coming through Ravazza, so we'll see what type of lap time he can put in. Majorca coming out of the pits. We'll see if he is still behind the wheel. They've come back out in 6th position. Hour and 6 minutes left to go. So anybody that does, I've been totally off on the 65-minute thing with my calculations. Basically, anybody that can pit in a minute and a half from now, that will be their last pit stop for the race, which would obviously be the ideal scenario. There we go, Polyakov then, 1 minute 41.957, so 3/10 quicker than Morris Jones on that previous lap there, so he has come out absolutely flying. Definitely feeling the benefit of the reduced ballast he's been gifted by the ACM stewards, and using that to close the gap. We've got Voernveld closing up on Mallorca. Mallorca just out of the pits. Voernveld has been out for quite some time now, so those tyres are going to be, you would think, well and truly in the window, so he should be the quicker of the two here. 1.3 seconds is the gap there. Mallorca, oh no, that's not the camera, that's the camera one, and there you can see just how close Voernveld is getting, although how much longer has Voernveld got out on track, I guess would be the question. Let's have a look at his race logic and find out. Okay, so he's been out for 22 minutes, he's got 42 minutes left according to this, and that should be pretty accurate. So the pit stop has closed the two of them up very nicely indeed, certainly from our point of view. So we'll see if Voernveld can get close enough to get an overtake. What is he? He's in the McLaren against the BMW, so he's going to need to be very quick. There is Martinez coming into the pits with less than an hour and 5 minutes, so this is their last stop. This is Martinez and car 455. This is potentially their last pit stop. They can now run this right through to the end. Nikolai Polyakov has been given a drive-through, and I think that is the in-game stewards. Yeah, it very much is. Yeah, I can't see anything on the live steward, so yeah, Nikolai Polyakov, the team have car 777, they've breached those track limits once too often, and that is them getting a drive-through. That is really going to shake up the order, and I tell you what, that has lit Morris Jones, Team Morris Jones, massively off the hook, considering how much Polyakov was closing. You cannot pay to remove in-game penalties. You cannot pay to remove penalties that have been set by other drivers or paid for by someone else, but you can't, of course, remove track limit penalties. So that is Polyakov and the team going to lose themselves a couple of positions. Butol only 30 seconds behind. So I do think we'll see Polyakov involved in some late battling, but certainly it's not going to be with the race leader. It is going to be potentially with Butol, who is only 30 seconds down. Oh, Voernveld just getting a bit lively through turn 1. Here is Butol here through turn 16 as Polyakov is serving his drive-through. He is just passing Borok's box now. And there you go, that's how competitive they are. They even take the quickest line through the pit lane. Where is Butol? He is out in the last corner, and I tell you what, this is going to be very, very, very close indeed. Polyakov is just on the exit, and Butol is going to sail on past. So that puts him up to, so that's car 155. They have gotten themselves up in a second place. Polyakov now finds himself only a few seconds down. Certainly not completely out of touch, but he is going to need to absolutely get the hammer down to get that position back again, and still does, of course, have another pit stop to take. So too does Butol. Martin Cuge is out for the 863. That's Martin, of course, that was just in the chat giving us a hello. We've got more people in the chat as well. P12, not bad, says the Blade Shark. What have we got? P12, that is Mitchell Sternberg in the Nissan. It's a nice livery as well. It is a nice livery. Who else do we have in the chat? After our first hour, P12 was not bad at all. But after the first corner, we hoped for more. Indeed it is, yeah, motor racing. No battle plan survives first contact with the enemy. A much wiser man than myself once said. And that is certainly true. It is a very nice livery. It is a very nice livery. We do have a bit of a special filter on the screen because it is absolutely pitch black out there. What are we talking? Yeah, 1:05 in the morning local time. So very, very dark out on track for the drivers. We are cheating ever so slightly with an extra light filter. Let's jump on board with Nikolai Polyakov. It has been quite the race for them. They took the lead lap 1, turn 2. By lap 1, turn 3, they were in the gravel. Got knocked back down to 11th position. They're now battling to get back to back to second after serving a drive-through with less than an hour and 10 minutes to go. Over a 12-hour race, that is quite the story they have to tell, and that is quite the extra steering input that's had to be used. And yeah, Butol is being firmly chased now, only 0.8 of a second there. Oh, Bollocks with a stop-go 30-second penalty. That is brutal. So he's picked up a speeding in the pit lane on his way out. He's just been into the pits. Oh, Polyakov so much quicker through Aqua Minerale. Not even a competition on the way out. He takes the outside line. Cheeky little light flash there from Butol, and Polyakov absolutely full sending it. I did see someone mention... Yeah, some really good ones. Oh yeah, there's quite a few cars have managed to put the livery on, which is good to see. In fact, let's have a look and see if we can spot it. Is this the one on the rear wheel arch? Oh, I feel like I'm missing... Have I got the wrong car? Oh, of course. How do you miss that? Oh, and the lights in front as well, right, okay, on the black bar of the doors, yep. I couldn't see if we're looking. I know we've got another car that have got them on the wheel arches as well. That is a very good shot there. If anyone from the air ambulance says, there you go, another thumbnail entrant. One of the cars, in fact, we'll see if we can get... Nope, that's... Yeah, messing about with that far too much now. But it does look very good. Right, let's get back to the battle, in fact, because Vuurnveld is right on the back of Majorca. This battle has developed incredibly. Vuurnveld has been out for about 25 minutes longer, 22 minutes longer than Majorca. Majorca only recently out of the pit. Certainly Vuurnveld on an absolute charge at the minute. I did think the McLaren might struggle a bit against the BMW, but not to be. Vuurnveld showing some very good pace. It was only 2/10 quicker than Majorca on that previous lap, but another 2/10 here will be enough. Oh, and it's a bit of a moment up through Aqua Minerale there. Majorca not looking as planted as he would have liked, and it's avoiding action almost from Vuurnveld to make sure he doesn't go in the back. So that has separated them out a bit. That's put the gap massively actually up. We're back up to 1.8 seconds. So that has really turned that one around. Nikolai Polyakov is now 75 seconds down on Team Morris Jones. So yeah, I think we are going to need to see some penalties come in to close that gap back up again. That drive through from the end-game sewers really has been a painful one for Polyakov and the team. That's cost them effectively 40 seconds on the car ahead, as well as having to get the overtake done on Butol, who is now back in third position. Martin Koij out in the Lexus for the 863. running in 4th. Mari Garcia back out of the pits in 5th position. Mallorca in 6th. Voonveld still in 7th. Lecage back out behind the wheel of the BMW in 8th position. Van Kouwenberg in 9th position. Another stunning livery. And yeah, big fan of the Ferrari as it is. Let's do another livery focus as well while we're here, shall we? Oh! Nice, we do like the dragon on the side. Oh, maybe get a bit more height. It's not easy to control these cameras, that is for sure. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh, Butol in the pits. So there's Butol in the pits. That's Coys then going to... Oh, now, are they going to take 3rd position or are they in a lap down on Butol? We will find out in a moment. Voonveld back to within 1.5 seconds, so managed to find an extra cheeky couple of tenths there. So still closing that one in. Love the two-tone of that lemonade. Yeah, there's quite a few. There really is some absolute crackers. Of course, we've got the Ferrari that's got the Cheetos on it. Oh no, wait a minute, that's just changed. Why has that done that? Do you love me some Cheetos? And there we go. The full shebang. Dangerously cheesy. I can confirm. Yeah, it is an art form all unto itself. Cheers and Ray-Ban, yeah, it really is. It really is a very good one. A very good one. And yeah, quite a few good. Good to see them. Like I say, the liveries themselves are an absolute art form, all into themselves. Let's see, Coig is in 4th. Madi Garcia back out in 5th position. Daniel Cataldo now behind the wheel of the 155. They're back out in 3rd. Nikolai Polyakov half a second quicker again than Morris Jones. So absolutely getting a shift on. Let's see, Voonveld. Yeah, that's it, and it's actually jumped back up to 1.5. So it is on a knife edge between these two. Voonveld just needs to try and get a clean run at it. He's going to need to get some quick laps in here. Van Kouwenberg coming in to the pits. This will be their previous. This will be their final planned pit stop. Not previous, planned pit stop. They've got 15 seconds to set. I believe that is from the live stewards. Unless, where has my meter gone? Yep, 454. So yeah, so that one is from the in-game stewards. Sorry, from the live stewarding for an incident rather than one of the paid penalties is where I was going with that. Anyone would think it was 11 o'clock at night. Everything just started to shut down. So yeah, they have got a slap in the wrists from the stewards, much like the Kaj as well. They'll have to serve that 15 seconds when they next come into the pits. Chocolate Atlanta, car 243, the Mercedes, they've picked up a penalty as well. Voonveld, I'm not sure what's going on there. It's saying 7 tenths. Ooh, yeah, I mean, that's not far off. That is not far off. He is very close indeed, heading along that start-finish straight. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Before we even get to the start finish line yet, the BMW is stretching that gap back out again, although he has got it down to the 7/10 across the start finish line, which is definitely an improvement. I think Van Kouwenberg has just had an incident there, car 28, let's see. Oh no, unless he's had an incident coming out of the pits. Let's see what this replay shows us. We've actually got 2 queued up. Yeah, not sure why that's shown as a yellow flag, unless he crosses the pit lane here or takes a contact. No, let's have a look at the other replay then. Unless, is there a contact into turn 2? No, okay, so he just slows up. Okay, so he was slowing up to let other cars through, right, and that's picked up as being too slow. Right, just in time though for the battle for Voernveld to go past. It was the two of them that went past. We'll jump on the front splitter of the McLaren. Voernveld is closed up once again. He is finding time very quickly. I think Majorque is making slight mistakes here and there, and that's what's bringing Voernveld absolutely crashing back into the picture. Once again, the gap now sitting at half a second, so along the start finish straight he's going to be getting all the slipstream he can use. Which livery is your favourite? I'm going to have to, I think I would have to go with the Cheetos. I'm a big fan of Cheetos, I'm a big fan of Ferraris, so I think that is a bit of a no-brainer for me. I do, yeah, although the Mercedes Wolf livery is pretty wicked. We've not had a look at that one. And there's the Ferrari with the Dragon. Too many choices, too many choices. But yeah, I think we can agree that this is not bad at all. A Viking Wolf on the side, Viking runes over the back. I mean, it sounds like Thor's having a party when that engine gets fired up. Yeah, that's not working. It's very difficult to do those cameras. They start going squinting things. So yeah, too many choices. Too many choices. But yeah, no, we'll go with Cheetos. We'll go with Cheetos. Keeping it real. Cheetos and Ray-Ban. An absolutely winning combination. Let's see which is the winning combination in this overtake battle though. Majorque and the BMW, or Voernveld and the McLaren. Oh, there we go. We've just had a subscription. Remy Sleep, thank you very much. With the Prime subscription here at ACM. Much appreciated by all the team. And the drivers and everyone that takes part. Thank you very much for that. I hope you've managed to catch some of the racing today. We had an absolutely action-packed opening. He's expecting a 12-hour race. The drivers get themselves a bit spread out. There's a lot of racing has been done over the piece so far. We've got 47 minutes left. So not long left to go. Remember as well, we're into crazy hour. So all penalties are applied immediately. And there's also no limit on them. And from now until 10 minutes left of the race. As soon as the race in-game race timer reaches 10 minutes, reaches 10 minutes left, there will be no more penalties applied. But certainly at the moment you can massively influence how this race finishes. With your donations to the air ambulance service. Again, absolutely vital work that they do, and they pride themselves on not taking any money from the NHS. They're there to aid and help with the NHS, not there to take money from them. So they do, wow, incredible work. Speaking of incredible work, how has he managed to keep that car level, hitting the curves like that? And again, Voernveld just too close at the wrong point in the track there, through that third chicane. Not the place you want to be that close on the way out of that chicane, rather than on the way in, to try and give yourself some space to work on the way out down the hill towards Ravazza. Let's see if he can keep his powder dry through the final corner. Has a little bit of a wiggle there on the exit. So that gap, oh, pulls in the pits. Oh, so Voernveld then coming into the pits. This will be their last planned pit stop, of course. Unless someone buys them a drive-through. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, hint, hint. But yeah, Voernveld into the pits. And that does seem a bit early for me, actually. Ah, okay, yeah, they've maybe just cut down their last stint into 2 45-minute stints. Right, okay, yeah, bit of strategy call there. Morris Jones and the team is still leading the way. Polyakov, lap on lap, is quicker. He is definitely closing that gap, but it is still sitting at just over 70 seconds. So needs a drive-through, and maybe a little bit more on top of that as well, if he's going to make any kind of impact. On that race leader. That in-game drive-through really was an absolute killer for them. What are they doing about? Yeah, so the ACM Fundraiser, on that page there at the top right, there's a green button that says donation pricing. And basically you are £4 or €5 for 5 kilograms, £7.50 for 10 kilograms, £15 for 20 kilograms, or £30 for 40 kilograms. Now that can be to add weight or subtract weight. It's entirely up to yourself. And for a 5-second penalty, it's £3. A drive-through is £15. A stop-go 30-second is £23. And a stop-go 30-second is £38. And of course, yeah, it's €5, €10, €20 and €40 for the weight, €4, €20, €30 and €50 for the pit lane penalties. Right, straight away we see completely the wrong button working. We're on board with Polyakov. Majorca has come in to the pits. So we'll see. It's Lucas Blom that's now out behind the wheel of car 22. Wow. Majorca already moving. That's Manny Garcia retaking the position there. Lecage is miles down, so that has really turned things around. That 15-second penalty has been huge for Blom and the team. That has put them right out of contention now. They were certainly in the battle, but now they are firmly out again. So that 15-second from the stewards, that has been a painful one. And that has put another car between them and Majorca, but they are right on the back of Lecage, so that could be an overtake that they are still looking to make, or certainly will be an overtake they'll still be looking to make to get themselves at least back up to 7th position if they can. They've definitely got the potential to do so. Another lap, Polyakov, half a second quicker. He is on the absolute ragged edge. 42.0, and in fact Cataldo has just gone quicker than Polyakov from third. So Cataldo has entered the fray, as they say, and what has he got? Oh, he's got 86 seconds. So again, needing some penalties coming in. Oh, and that's Lucas Blom. Picked up a drive-through. Now let me check our sources. That is not a paid penalty. And I don't think... No, that is from the in-game steward. So yeah, as I was mentioning to Andy earlier, for anyone that doesn't happen to know, you get 3 warnings for breaching the track limits in this game. If you breach them for a 4th time, you are given a free trip through the pits, and that is what Lucas Blom and the team are now experiencing. The penalties are given to the car rather than the driver, So they are assigned to the car, so it doesn't matter who is behind the wheel. They will accumulate for everyone that is going to be behind the wheel. There is Cassandra Pickering back behind the wheel of the 4-5-6. Was racing at the start of the race, got the rough end of the stick, it has to be said. It was a bit of a painful one. They were caught up heavily at the start of the race, tumbled down the order, and just as they were making moves to get back through, I think they made back about 6 places, got collected in another incident. Just wrong place, wrong time, complete innocent bystander, and completely wiped out with the race. Now running in 16th, but it's great to see that they are still running all the way to the end. There's Lucas Blom back out of the pits, and has managed to avoid making any mistakes in the pits, which would lead to a further penalty, because it certainly wouldn't be the first time we'd seen that. Cassandra Pickering, as I just mentioned, out of the pits, only 5 seconds behind Anderson. Another one of the cars that's been a bit up and down. Certainly their lap times at the moment pretty consistent from Anderson. We'll see if Pickering can close in. Decent length pit stop. Sacomani as well in the Ferrari, sorry, has just been in for a drive-through. I'm not sure how I missed that, but they have been in for a drive-through as well. That again from the in-game stewards rather than a paid penalty. Coy has recently had one as well, and of course Nikolai Polyakov. That gap now under 70 seconds. He's just gone considerably quicker than Morris Jones. We'll say Team Morris Jones. That Tom Bowler Morris Jones is, of course, Ryan Cheshire. He is out behind the wheel. No mistakes there for him, but certainly like 1.4 seconds slower on that previous lap there. Polyakov really is getting the foot down. Morris Jones with that big a lead, although you can't really be too comfortable at any point in these races, given that someone can just pay for a penalty, buy you a drive-through at any point in time, a stop, go 30 seconds, whatever they see fit. And yeah, that could have big impact on the race. Bear with me a moment, apologies due to the time. I need a very quick pit stop myself. I will be back in a moment. Okay. 30 minutes to go. It's the ACM Air Ambulance Service Fundraiser. £454.50 so far. All donations going to a great cause. Two great causes. One, to mess with the drivers out on track, but more importantly, of course, the charity itself. Oh no, that's not new penalties that come in. Just checking the live stewarding. All seems quiet there. Yeah, certainly. It's been at least 30 laps since we've seen an incident, and the previous one to that was 30 laps prior, so they are few and far between for the in-game stewards, for the live stewards, sorry, to be dealing with, which is good to see. And still some penalties, hopefully, to get paid for. Remember, it is crazy hour, so everything does get added instantly. Nikolai Polyakov taking another second and a half out of Morris Jones on that previous lap there, so absolutely motoring on. Yeah, very quick indeed. Oh, we've got a bit of a yellow flag. Oh no, yeah, just moving out of the way for the blue flags. Some quicker cars making their way through. Mandy Garcia, another one to watch. I believe they were the ones that took their pit stop with less than 65 minutes to go, so they are out to the end, and they're only 19 seconds behind car A63. So I think they might steal themselves a position. Won't be two, that's for sure, because Cataldo is pretty comfortably in third position at the minute, so he will be able to take his pit stop. Absolutely no problem at all. The game stopped showing them. Just sending some tickets now. Spiky, sorry, yeah, please do elaborate. Who, oh, did somebody not get seen on track? Yeah, we had an incident recently, actually. I think I've got myself... Oh, and that is close there. Okay, so yeah, sorry, Van Kouwenberg going slow. Just to let some cars through, so yeah, that was a yellow flag for that. But, yeah, doing the right thing, staying off the racing line. The live penalties, right, okay, sorry, yes, so, got you. The game stopped sending them, but that's you guys back on it now, right, so there is going to be some penalties coming through. Right, we'll keep an eye out for those, as we keep an eye out for this gap up at the top, and again, Polyakov, 9/10 quicker. Heartbreaking. What has he got? 32 minutes left. Yeah, he's going about a second a lap quicker, so he is going to make huge inroads into that gap. But I don't think it is going to be enough. Well, it's definitely not going to be enough unless someone intervenes. Manny Garcia, another driver, or a driver who I very much think is going to get a position here. As I say, they did come in and take a pit stop with less than 65 minutes to go, so they are running to the end of the race, whereas Koij needs to come in, and in fact has moved over to let Cataldo go through. So that's how much of a gap Cataldo's got up in third place. He has just gone past fourth, so that definitely confirms the top, or that definitely confirms third place. That is for sure. So the top three looking pretty solid, that extra lap up on the rest of the field. And in fact, Cataldo is a lap down on Polyakov and Morris Jones. Where is he? Just coming through turn number 8. There's Koji in fourth, as I say, and Manny Garcia, that gap now down to 15 seconds, so pit stop or not. Garcia is on an absolute charge and is over 2 seconds quicker actually than Koji on that previous lap. Will 6 and 7 go to the end, or do they still have to pit? Mallorca will have to pit with about 11 minutes left to go, if I'm right. In fact, I'll tell you what, we can get confirmation of that. Let's do a little bit of investigating. No, we need helmet cam. And then... Oh no, sorry, that is Mallorca now running to the end. Yes, so Mallorca is now running to the end because they've just come into the pits. It's Garcia who stayed out, and Lecage does need to come into the pits. 18 minutes left. Janet has of their pit stop, so of their stint, and they've got a 15-second penalty as well, so they are definitely coming back into the pits. Let's see. Driven 14, yeah, so Blom is staying out, so there is going to be a bit of chopping and changing in the running order with some of the cars coming into the pits and some of the cars not. Again, Garcia not coming into the pits is going to be close, but not coming into the pits. Coyge, I believe, is, and that gap again is down. Wow, 2.3 seconds of a difference that time. So Coyge, I think, coming to the end of his stint. Oh no, it's still got 26 minutes left. Oh wow, so we'll have to pit with 3 minutes left to go. Yeah, that is wild. That is wildly close. Okay, they did a full pit stop less. Wow. Yeah, so they must have managed to go over the hour mark several times and save up all those 5 minutes. Oh, we've had another penalty come in. We're at £492.50 with 29 minutes to go. We are, what is that, £7.50 away, and it's an anonymous donation. Car 343 has been given a stop-go 30-second penalty, with the note being added, someone had to. Absolutely correct, Anonymous. Someone most definitely did, and Morris Jones and the team are going to come in for a stop-go 30-second penalty within the next 3 laps. And then have to come in for a pit stop as well, because they've still got... Oops, wrong button. Nope, they've only got 12 minutes left on their stint, so yeah, they're going to have to come in now, and then they've got 12 minutes left on their stint, so yeah, I did guesstimate about 15 minutes left. So that is a stop-go 36... Oh, now! If they stop and wait for 30 seconds, they can then service the car, so they can effectively roll their pit stop into this penalty, I think. Unless I am mistaken, we shall see. Here comes Polyakov, though. He is going to massively close this gap up without a shadow of a doubt. He is tearing through the final chicane. He's heading down towards Ravazza as Morris Jones and the team sit there and watch the time tick by. This is going to be the longest 30 seconds of their race, that's for sure. Polyakov already down into Ravazza. In fact, he's already exiting Ravazza. And that is a very good exit. Morris Jones is moving. Nikolai Polyakov is at absolute full speed, but Morris Jones is still getting to the exit, and there is Nikolai Polyakov back in, or in the lead of the race for the first time, has taken the lead. Since, sorry, the very first lap, of course, temporarily took the lead of the race through turns 2 and 3, and on the exit to 3 and on the way to 4. Contact off to the side, down 11-12 places, and through the first chicane they take the lead once again with 26 minutes and a pit stop still left to go. Now I do wonder, did that clear? No, it didn't, so they've still got to come at the pits and take a pit stop. They've got 10 minutes left to do so. Not so easy to see it in Polyakov's Nissan. 21 minutes left, so they're going to have to come in with 5 minutes left to go. So yeah, a pit stop each for the two up at the top still to take, and a 10-second gap between them after that stop-go 30-second penalty. So huge thank you to Anonymous for throwing in that donation, not only to a great cause, but it's going to give us an absolute grandstand finish, because up until that penalty, Polyakov was the fastest driver out on track. Morris Jones was anything from 9/10 to a second and a half a lap slower. Yeah, if we could keep all the chat in English, that would be great, and we'll let everyone join in as well. But thank you to everyone that is tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the racing so far, and the grandstand finish that we've just been gifted by an anonymous donator. 2 minutes and 1 seconds was Morris Jones' outlap. Can confirm that is a pretty quick outlap. Polikov's just at a 42.3. So we shall see what the rest of the lap times are like there. Just checking, yep, so that is going to come through as well. That's going on his car, that's going on that car. And yeah, the stop go 30 again instantly. Just talking about the high percentage of Dutch drivers. Ah, okay, got you. Yep. You do, there is a lot of good, solid, quick Dutch drivers on ACC, I'll tell you. Yeah, I've certainly seen more than a few in my 5 or 6 years doing the commentary. Yeah, absolutely solid drivers. Right, let's see what we've got going on at the front. What was the stint timer on number 151? I can't imagine it's more than exactly 24 minutes. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Car 151. No, they've not long come into the pits. Oh no, do they still have the pit stop to take? I'm getting myself so confused. Yeah, he's still got 44 minutes left, so yeah, Mallorca has come in and taken his pit stop. He doesn't need to come in and pit again, because there's still 23 minutes left of the race. I think Lacage does. Yeah, Lacage has only got 10 minutes left, so they do need to come in. So car 6 doesn't need to come in again. 278 to need to make their last stop, so 278, that's Strellenberg. Let's see if we can get a look. Just need him to move his hand. We'll get it here. Oh, 3 minutes. So 3 minutes before the end. So any time they can come in the pits, but he's got up until, oh, a big wiggle there. The third minute again. I think that will only be should only be a drive-through. If you do a drive-through without a pen, the time resets. Correct, yes. So if you do a drive-through, yeah, that's not a penalty. Every time my crew chief says 6-7, it throws off my concentration. So yeah, the rules designate that a driver must come into the pits every 65 minutes. And what you do during that is entirely up to yourself. The majority of the time they will take on fuel and change tyres, because you can't get 2 65-minute stints out of one set of tyres and one petrol tank. But yeah, certainly when you get into the end of an endurance race, if you can pit with like an hour and 20 to go or an hour and 25, then that will certainly help. Oh, have you done an extra pit stop for no reason? Brutal. Unfortunate. It's a lesson learned. It is a lesson learned. Next time, be absolutely on point. I tell you what, Polyakov, he is not for yielding now. That gap is up by almost 3 seconds since Morris Jones has come out of the pits. So it's now Morris Jones that's needing a minor miracle here. Polyakov on that last lap there was 1.1 seconds quicker So he is absolutely flying, and so too Maddy Garcia, really closing in on Coyge in the 863. That is one of the Ferraris. There's Brandon Ash coming in for his final pit stop of the only 20 minutes left to go of the 12-hour race, so it's over 11 and a half hours the cars have been out running for, and we've still got battles on the horizon. This one here, let's see. Yeah, so there's Coyge there, just cresting the hill. Let's jump onto his rear spoiler. We can see just how close these two are. And again, Maddy doesn't have to take a pit. Coyge does. So Coyge really looking to battle with Majorca for 6th position by staying up as long as they can. 16 minutes left on their stint, so they'll be coming in at some point soon. 243 has a Dutch driver. Nice. Oh yeah, the Bentley. We did have a Bentley earlier, but we have lost them, unfortunately. That is a pity. Do like to see the Bentleys race again. I mentioned earlier on they used to be the absolute go-to for endurance racing, given the petrol tank that they've got. Let's forget that though and see from on board Maddy Garcia's BMW. The long legs of the Lexus are certainly being closed in on now. Garcia has massively closed that gap over this stint, and it is, yeah, I think it's going to be a case of when rather than if. See an overtake here. The lap times are yeah, they're massively different, almost over 2 seconds on that previous lap. So I don't know if the Lexus is carrying damage or fuel saving. Doesn't look to be carrying damage. And I know they got some weight removed from the car. Garcia looking to make a move sooner rather than later into Ravazza. Two different lines from the both of the cars. Little bit of a wiggle from one of them. This is going to be interesting through turn 1 and into turn number 2. That first chicane, not the Lexus, absolutely jams on the loud pedal out of the last corner. Opens up what I think might be just about enough of a gap. Oh, flashing lights. Oh, right, okay, he's letting the car ahead, no. Yep, we've got a blue flag car there, so Maddy wisely backing out with that one there. We'll wait to have a fight. That's our drive-through done. Timer has been reset. Nice. Oh, they are getting close. That's another blue flag there. Yeah, there is. I mean, there's a lot. I would say the Netherlands, Germany, Spain certainly provide a lot of drivers. I mean, a lot of the competitions I preside over in the European time zone, certainly. Now, you do see a lot of German and Dutch drivers for absolutely sure. Oh, and getting very close there. This is getting a bit sketchy here. Garcia looking to get this overtake done sooner rather than later. Still got 17 minutes left on the race clock. There's another blue flag car is lurking just behind them. The Lexus takes a good line through. Oh, maybe made it a bit awkward on exit. Garcia's going to get a good run down towards Ravazza. Is it going to be good enough to challenge here? Or is it better to keep the powder dry and try it along the start-finish? He sweeps to the outside line. The Lexus opening the door there for Garcia to go around the outside. Garcia and the blue flag Nissan getting involved as well. Who's that? That's Sterenberg, of course. So here we are again along the start-finish straight. There's 3 cars in the train, and it's the car in the middle that's looking for the overtake. As Garcia goes to the left and sweeps out to the right-hand side. No defensive move yet by Coyge. And there's Morris Jones. The brakes, big send around the out. And holds it through the first chicane. That is an incredible overtake this late in the race. I think it was safe to say that Garcia has much better tyres at this stage of the race. For whatever reason, Coy's really struggling with the lap times, and that is an absolutely solid overtake by Maddy Garcia. While that was going on, Morris Jones has come in for his final pit stop. And actually did stop, so I wonder if they've had to take on fuel because of the stop-go 30-second penalty. Only 6 minutes left for penalties. Yes, indeed. We are £7.50 short of the £500 total. Come on, folks, we can do this. We've got 6 minutes left. We've got Morris Jones and Nikolai Polyakov. They're effectively separated by 10 seconds because Polyakov still has a penalty to take. Martin Koij certainly hasn't been left standing. The gap only at 1 second, but Garcia definitely comfortably and controlling that. And that is a well-driven and well-strategised 4th place for car 455. They got their final pit stop. With 64 minutes left of the race. So they basically came in, with 1 stint left to go. As we're seeing, quite a few of the drivers had to come in with 10-20 minutes before that. Which is why they're now pitting. Some of them are going to be as late as 3 minutes left of the race. Or as soon as they want. But certainly it'll be no later than 3 minutes left. Oh, Sakamane having a bit of an incident. Let's have a look at a replay. So this is Aquaminarale for the Ferrari driver. Coming towards the final chicane. This doesn't end well for a Ferrari. Oh, and it's just a little touch of oversteer from the curb. Oh, and absolutely parked it. Nice, a Welsh strategised 4th place. Oh, right now I'm not. Okay, is that my accent we're having a go at? Did that sound like Welsh strategised rather than well strategised? My thick Scottish accent absolutely firing through. Can we get a stop and go on number 151? We are poor students who can't afford it. 10 kilograms to 343 is £7.50. Make the end of the race interesting. Let's do it. Ain't no way you said 863 is struggling with lap times. Broski got 40 kilograms more than the Beamer. Right, okay. I did wonder if they still had. I know there was 10 kilograms removed, so they still do have, at least 30, if not that full 40 kilograms. So yeah, my apologies. So they're not really struggling with the lap time, they're struggling with the weight of the car. Which is absolutely understandable. Come on, lads, we can do this. Equidono, let's see. 10 kilograms to see. Or what? I tell you what, yeah. Right, hold on. Right, comments. Right, I'm trying to do this dead quick. Yeah, we're still live. We're still. Oh, goal reached. Somebody's beat me to it. Excellent. Oh my goodness me, right, I seem to be caught in a loop of stupidity. I will get to this, where is this email? Yes, just give me the code, my goodness me. There we go. Right, okay, yes, so 2 donations have come in. One from car 456. It's a 5-second penalty for car 863. And someone called John, may or may not be me, has just taken 10 kilograms of ballast off a car 343. So those 2 penalties will be added. 863, who put that on 863, by the way? They've already got so much weight on the car and you're giving them extra time as well. That is painful. May or may not be me. Excellent. Right, let's see what we've got. Do it in the name of charity and also the name of the funny ballast plant. Goal reached. Lexus ain't drivable with anything less than -20. This is true. Yep, goal reached. Congratulations, folks. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. F and hell, 5 seconds now too. Yeah, it's not always the best thing. It's not always best to be popular, is it? Sometimes popularity can backfire. I would say would be the moral of the story on that one. That is another in-game penalty that we're seeing. That's a drive-through. It's just been served by Sternberg. That's for breaching the track limits. Something speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, stop goes 30 seconds. Yes, speeding in the pit lane. That wasn't a paid penalty. That was, unfortunately, speeding in the pit lane. P24 to P5. Yeah, that's going to be an absolutely incredible drive to bring that home, especially considering the penalties. Cataldo just going past another car. So Morris Jones and the team are now 10 kilograms lighter. Nikolai Polyakov is running it with time to come in and take his final pit stop. The gap is currently at 69 seconds. This is going to be ridiculously close. How long does he have? He's got 3 minutes left, so Polyakov at this point could stay out for one more lap. Or he can come in. Now, does he? If he comes in for a drive-through, the -10 kilograms is completely pointless. Because he's going to fly through the pits. Oh, Van Kouwenberg picking up a drive-through for track limits. Ah, absolutely brutal. Yeah, that's a drive-through from the in-game stewards. P14 up to P11. Tim Botcher in the team. In the McLaren, another very nice livery. In fact, that's one of them that we're having a look at. Let's have a looky. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. Safety car deployed due to your crying. Oh, very good. Very good. Indeed, all you need is big balls. Not fast, but furious. We'll like it, we'll like it. Hopefully this is all broadcastable. Yeah, let's not read that one, Gene. Very good, I think we all know the quote that was. Oh, we've got some M&Ms on the back. Some angry M&Ms. Wing.exe, not responding. Not sure I'm going to read out that word there, but just in case it is football language in a foreign language. But I think we can all agree that that is indeed a very nice livery. A very nice livery. Yeah, been some solid driving. There's Polyakov in the pits. Now, the big question. Is he going to actually come to a stop? With 6 minutes left, I seriously doubt it. Polyakov, what a race. Lap 1, turn 2 takes the lead. Lap 1, turn 4, receives contact and ends up in 11th with an hour left to go. Takes the lead of the race, and Morris Jones, even with the 10 kilograms of ballast removed, Polyakov has only had to do a drive-through to clear his track, to clear his stint timer, and that is a 40-second turnaround. So Morris Jones has closed that gap. He is coming out with a Vatsa now, but that is still a mighty gap between the top two. There's Martin Coyge just coming out of the pits as well. That's their final pit stop served. That is a quick drive through from them. Confirmation then at Mali Garcia up to 4th position. Great drive for them. Daniel Cataldo is going to finish in 3rd. Morris Jones 34 seconds down. Confirmation there on Nikolai Polyakov. What a race. Okay, it's the Chancellor with the highest disapproval rating. Right, it was the Fritz logo with Fritz below, I think. Sorry, yeah, reading the chat, so yeah, lots going on. I'm not sure I recognise many of the characters on that livery, so I will just leave that one alone. Morris Jones with the fastest lap of the race under their belt. Polyakov, though, with the lead after 407 laps, and we've only got a couple more to go. 3. In fact, yeah, I'll finish this one and get another 2 done. One thing is for sure, I will sleep for a while. Yep, absolutely. After an effort like that, completely unsurprising. That is another lap completed there. We've got... Oh no, we've run out of time for the penalties as well. We have run out of time for the penalties as well. So there's confirmation though. Exactly £510 raised, you absolute legends. That is going to go to, of course, the Air Ambulance Service to help them continue the incredible work that they do. And I imagine the link will be left open for a while as well, so if you do just want to donate to the charity, absolutely go for it. Yeah, exactly. Hey ho, we do it, but hey, we do it for the charity, so can't complain indeed. We'll come out, we'll have fun, we'll watch the race. But I did say it as well, how crazy would it be if Team Morris Jones led for 11 hours and didn't win the race because of penalties? Well, there we go. That is exactly what's happened. We do still have 18 cars out on track. Car 68 still out on track. Maximiliano Herrera behind the wheel. We've got car 243, Chilco Atalanta, behind the wheel for them in 17th. And 16th, car 331. Thank you to every one of you for racing. Cassandra Pickering out in the BMW, car 456. We've got Sakamani out in the Ferrari, car 161, still running. 14th place, Adam Boric in the Ferrari, car number 78 there in 13th position. We've got car 278, Sterenberg out in 12th, Tim Botcher in car 187 in 11th place, and Brandon Ash in car 21 in 10th position. Can you, after the race, show what happened at the start to the 278 by chance? Well, it's funny you should mention that, but yes, I think we can. Okay, so it's a good thing I didn't read that out then. Excellent. Oh, Lecage, just coming out of the pits, yet 2 minutes left to go, so cars still coming out in and out of the pits. They've taken a drive-through just to clear that. Atlanta just moving over. But Polyakov, that's coming down into Aqua Minerale. This will be his penultimate time through this corner complex. We've got as far as Brandon Ash. We've still got car 28 out as well. That's Van Kouwenberg behind the wheel for them. Jeanette Lecage, hopefully I'm getting that somewhere near correct, in car 330 in 8th position. We've got Lucas Blom in P22. Sorry, in car 22, goodness me, they're in 7th place. Car 151, Mallorca, behind the wheel there in 6th position. Car 863, they've had a tough run of it. They're still running in 5th position though. And Manny Garcia, car 455 in 4th. Daniel Cataldo in car 155 in third, Morris Jones in 343 in second, and of course Nikolai Polyakov, car 777, leading the way. I don't recommend racing after a night shift, being awake for 30 plus hours. Yeah, no, I would say definitely easier ways to do that. Best idea ever, says Digi Joe. Digi Joe, we might need to get your sanity checked. Just saying. I believe we've just seen another drive-through. Yeah, Oliver Anderson. Another driver picking up a drive-through. No more drive-throughs for Polyakov. He's had two this race. Morris Jones with a stop-go 30 and a stop-go 10 as well. So they've had their fair share of penalties in the second half of the race. It has been an absolutely incredible race. Again, the target reached and breached with the penalty. So huge thank you on behalf of the Air Ambulance Service again. And there's another 5 seconds. Oh no, sorry, that's the same 5 seconds. Oh no, Matt Garcia has had to come in the pits. What? Wow. No damage. I wonder if they'd underfueled. Very strange, but let's get the race winner crossing the line. Here they are, Nikolai Polyakov, car 777. Himself and Stanislav Kartovic have had an absolutely incredible race. It has been action-packed from start to finish, to say the absolute least. And they've brought home the race win. Yeah, we'll see if we can find out what happened to a couple of cars that were asked, but certainly Polyakov bringing home the win. Long-time race leaders, Tom Morris-Jones and Ryan Cheshire, they got some paid penalties thrown their way, and that has gotten them into second place. They'll have still loved absolutely every minute of this, though, I can guarantee it. More drivers coming in and taking the press. Checkered flag, Coig in 5th, Majorca in 6th place. There is Cataldo still coming through the final chicane. Oh, we've got a few cars leaving already. Yeah, so that's Morris Jones' build. So we'll get the full results in a moment. Couple laps behind, but who cares? Second over the line, indeed. McLaren 7th and 11th. Dear ACM team, thank you for this race, says M. Sophie. Absolutely welcome. It has been a truly fun race, and a phenomenal cause as well. So great to see so many drivers taking part. Okay, yep, so the Cassandra Pickering car, I would guesstimate car 456 coming across the line in 14th position. We'll get the full results in a moment. Thank you for coming along, guys. Yes, indeed. Really, yeah. The races, they don't happen without everyone turning up. And there's Mandy Garcia, last car to cross the line, but it will be 4th position, and a very well earned and well strategized. Was surprised by that last lap pit stop there, but Garcia, the last car across the line, and taking the checkered flag. Let me see if we can get the confirmed results. In fact, you know what? That is probably the best look we're going to get at the results at the moment, because we'll have a couple of cars leave. So let's just leave this up and have a look there. There's confirmation. 777 on the top spot. Polyakov bringing home the win. Morris Jones in 2nd. Cataldo in 3rd, with Garcia in 4th. Coig for the 863 in 5th. 151's Majorca in 6th. Then it was Bloom, Lecage, Van Kouwenberg and Ash rounding out the top 10. Botcher, Sternberg and Borix 11th, 12th and 13th respectively, with Sakamani and Pickering 14th and 15th. Oliver Anderson crossing the line in 16th position, with Chilcott, Atalanta and Herrera rounding out the field of drivers that did make it to the end. We had 4 cars, as I say, unfortunately not make it to the end, but certainly Nikolai Polyakov most certainly did, and brought himself home a very nice race win. Let me copy this. We'll jump over here. And we'll pop a reminder up on screen. Ah, and in fact, there is even a nice big barcode that you can use to donate. So we'll pop that up there. Again, you can still, the donation link is still open if you want to just donate for the sake of it. I mean, why not? It is a phenomenal cause. Get yourself involved. Ah, okay, the stop go 30-second on the leader. Ah, okay, because of the time difference. Yes, right, wow. That just shows you. Oh, no, apologies, hit the wrong button there and I didn't grab the highlights from the end of the race. But what we can do, we can have a very quick look at the start of the race. And in fact, it now looks very washed out. So yeah, here we can see the opening lap. It was a bit of a fun one. And as you can see, that is what happened to every single car in the field. Almost half the field getting caught out in that one, unfortunately. And I think if it brought back down... so yeah, every car, I think it was 278 we were asked for. Yeah, so there we go. We got caught up. So that was the opening lap incident, unfortunately. Oh. And yeah, Imola very much doing Imola things. Absolutely no denying that. And I will need to remember and reset my graphics. So they don't look washed out like that. But the most important thing, of course, the total raised for the charity, £510 raised. The target proudly reached and breached. So again, huge thank you to everyone that has donated and taken part today. An absolutely incredible effort to reach the total that we did, and a whole lot of fun along the way. It was absolutely great to be part of this one once again. Some great fundraising efforts that ACM do, and some absolutely incredible charities. We're going to leave that there. There we go. So there's the total at the top, and again that 3D barcode. Give that a flash, and you'll be able to send some money the way of the air ambulance as well. Thank you to Andy as well that jumped in earlier from the air ambulance service to give us his time and talk us through some of the great work that they do, and of course to Frey as well for taking over and doing a few hours of the commentary as well. It's been my absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you for calling. Yeah, listen, no thanks necessary. An absolute pleasure to be here. Big thanks to Harry for putting these events on. I know I've already said that, but he's worth mentioning twice. And, of course, to the live stewards that give up their time in the background to sit there, go over the penalties, and make sure everyone has as fair a race as possible. I think that's all we do have time for, though. Make sure you go over to the ACM website. Get involved. Pleasure to hear your accent, bro. You're absolutely welcome. The thanks are necessary. No, honestly. Yeah. As far as I did mention at the start, as someone that has a very close connection with needing the air ambulance, this one, an absolute no-brainer to throw my hat in the ring to do. So, yeah, an absolute pleasure. Make sure if you want to get involved in the racing, get over to ACM. You've seen what a phenomenal bunch they are. Get yourself out on track and make sure you give a subscribe on the Twitch channel. It's free, it supports the channel, and it gets you access to some of the best racing you're going to see on ACC on Twitch. So get yourself involved. I am off to watch some of that back, to be fair, and maybe indulge in some UFC as well. You never know. But until I see you all again, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. A huge thanks to everyone that's donated. A wonderful job all round. And I will see you again at some point in the future. Ta-ra for now.
Welcome to ACC Career Mode by ACM Racing. ACC Career Mode is back and better than ever, with a 3-month-long series containing over 50 races with mixed formats and challenges. Team up with friends to manage your finances, car performance, and sponsor contracts, or go solo and manage your favourite car across the whole season, utilising the daily, weekly, and monthly challenges to add some spice to your online racing. The best thing? You decide your career, with 7 different paths to choose from. Minimum effort is no effort. ACC Career Mode Quarter 1 contains 5 races a week, all stewarded and commentated live with a range of formats from 4 to 12 hour endurance races to 25-minute sprints. The full race calendar is available at acm-racing.com, with individual race sign-up taking place on SimGrid. Only available on Assetto Corsa Competizione PC European-based league.